Hello and welcome to another Spark video tutorial. During this video I'll show you how to create and execute a very basic dialog within Visual Dialog. So I'll open it up. So the first step is to create the new dialog file. So once we're open, we head up to the Create tab and click once on the dialog button. We'll give it a name. We'll just call it Basic Dialog, and then just shoot through the next wizard windows. Next. This window will just check the enable participant logging. This way you'll be able to track what your customers have received or where they've gone throughout the dialog. And if you check this box above here, allow multiple occurrences of a customer, it means that the same customer can appear twice throughout the dialog. And for most cases you don't want that checked. Click Finish. And this is your basic dialog workspace. Now the next step is to design the layout of your dialog. So over here on the right hand side of your screen, this is your toolbox. Head to Operation Types and click once on Select. Go over to your workspace and with your left button on the mouse held down, just draw a straight line down. Now to begin with, we'll just click OK to get through these group properties boxes, and then once we're finished we'll go through and give them proper names and qualities. OK. Okay. Okay. So now what we see here is all customers. We're selecting our targeted customers, and then these are our eligible customers. Now let's say for this basic example we want to separate customers that have an email address and those that don't. We're going to send an email to those that do and a letter to those that don't. So let's divide the customers now. Head over to your toolbox, click once on Divide. Again, straight line down, click OK, OK. Just move this down. This is also a good time to head up to the Options tab and just check this box that says Snap to Grid. Now, whenever you move anything, it will snap and align to the dotted line, keeping everything nice and neat. We'll go through and we'll neaten that up later. Okay, now with this other divide, we want to create a group for people that don't have an email. For this divide branch, what we will do is select expiry. So what we've done here is this group here, we're going to create a selection for people that have an email, and for everybody else we'll just get them to go off into another branch. Okay, okay, and okay. Now we can add some marketing activities to this dialog. So back over into the toolbox, let's add in an email. So click on Send Email, straight line down from here. Okay, okay. And now a letter, create letter. Over here. Okay, okay. Okay, now we can tidy that up. Now the last activity we'll add in this basic dialog is just to check for bounced emails. So head over in your toolbox, click on Check Bounced Emails, and we want to create two groups, one for the emails that went through OK and one for those that bounced. So let's just click OK and OK, and then go back here to your toolbox again, click on Check Bounced Email, and from this little operation type box, drag another line across. The only option you've got here is email bounce. Click OK and OK and OK. So let's just tidy up the dialog a little bit now. So now it's time to go back through the dialog and give all of those pop-up boxes that we just clicked through some more information. So let's start at the top. First, if you double click on the participant group, the group properties box will pop up. So let's call this first group All Customers. Let's punch OK. Next step is we double click on the operation type, which is just this little square icon. Now for this video tutorial, we're working under the assumption that you have already created the selection files and the message templates that you need to input into this basic dialog. So in this operation properties box, we head over to this field here that says selection, click on the ellipsis button, and you will see your list of Visual Dialog folders. Now you just need to locate where that selection file is. Click OK. Once you're happy with that, you check the is active box. That will make the branch active now, and click OK. That's just turned that branch there from red to grey. Now let's give this group a name. I'll just call these the eligible customers. Okay, and now we're down to our divide branch. Double click on the divide. Now the first group, this off to the left here, that is the group that we would like to send an email to. So let's rename the branch. We'll call this has email, and in the selection field we'll select the selection that we've already created that says has email. Check the box is active and click OK. That has made those branches grey as well. Now let's give these groups a name. No email. Now we can attach message templates to this email and this letter. Double click on the operation type, head over to this field, message template, again the ellipsis button, find where you saved your message template, check the box is active, click OK. Same thing for the letter. When you click on the ellipsis button, it will only show you files that are the type of operation type that you selected. So it'll only show me letter templates, not email templates. Double click on that. Check is active, click OK. Now for the next step here, checking for bounced emails, the first thing that you want to do is check for bounced emails and then move the rest of the members or the customers into the email OK group. So open this up and you'll notice that there are two branches here, one for email OK and one for bounced. You'll just need to make sure that you move email bounced up to the first priority. So you do that by clicking on it once and then clicking the arrow button up. So we're just asking the dialog now to check for bounced and then move the rest into email OK. Now we need to tell the dialog what kind of bounce codes to look for. There are hard and soft bounce codes. These are all of the available bounce codes you have to choose from. So we'll just select a few. Hard bounce, general bounce, then just move them over to the left hand side and click OK. You'll notice those codes are up there now. Now you can check is active. I'll just show you what will happen if you try to activate the operation without it being ready. I'll get rid of these. So if I try to check is active now, it'll tell me basically that I haven't input all of the information I need to yet, so it won't let you activate it if it's not complete. So let's just complete it again. I'm just holding down the control key to select more than one at a time. And there you have it. That is a very basic dialog flow. So that dialog is now ready for you to manually execute it. We haven't added any sort of scheduling or automation to this dialog because this is just a tutorial for creating the basic dialog. But I will also quickly show you if you wanted to add a little bit of color to this. You simply right click on a member group. You can change the background color to whatever you like. If you had several branches to choose from, comes in handy to change the colors. So we'll just change the one for the moment. Now let's execute your new dialog. So head over to the Execute tab here. We've currently been working in the Design tab. We'll head over to Execute. It'll only execute if the dialog has been saved. So it'll prompt you to save it if you haven't already, but just click Save. Now the easiest way to execute your dialog is to select the operation that you need to go through. You can either right click and click Execute, or you can head up to the Execute tab here and click the Execute button. So let's execute that first operation, which is to select from all customers our targeted customers. So that's moved our targeted customers into the eligible customers group. Now we'll tell the dialog to execute the divide function. So we're separating people that have email and those that don't. Then we'll go and we will execute the message templates. So I'll do a right click here, right click, execute. At the same time you can do this one as well, right click, execute. So that has moved people from this group into these groups. And normally you would wait, say, a couple of hours or half a day or one day before you execute this next step, which is checking for bounced emails. The reason for that being is that not always are bounced emails picked up immediately. So it might take a day for an email provider to bounce an email. But when you do, you just right click, click execute. Well, that's it for now, but I would recommend checking out more of our how-to videos so you can learn more about creating more complex dialogues and how to really automate these dialogues. So instead of having to manually execute them, you can set them off on a timer. You can just set and forget these types of campaigns. You do that by heading over into the execute options, and you've got a whole lot of new options here. But that is for another video.